Good evening, sir.
Okay, good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Right, so today's first physics class. Excited? Tell me.
Happy to see you in
Yes, sir. Happy to see you.
Thank you, thank you. So good evening, Nitya, Daksh, Devesh. So
Good
everyone,
evening, sir.
notebook, right? है ना? Story नहीं सुनना है, पढ़ाई करनी है हमें. Good evening, Madhur. Good evening, Purvi. Good evening, Aditya. Good evening, Mansa. Good evening, Pooja. Good evening, Yukti. Good evening, Devika. Right? Good evening, Mridul. Okay, so we will start, right? So tell me which chapter we are going to start today. Tell me which chapter we are going to start today.
Force and pressure.
The force and pressure.
Force and
Sir,
pressure.
force and pressure.
Okay, very good. Yeah, good evening, Shravya. Take care. So now this chapter, force and pressure, we have studied about this in class 7th. For about yes or no? For about पढ़ा था 7th में, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
I guess थोड़ा बहुत तो we already know, right? Siddharth, good evening, Siddharth. Okay, so we know a bit about what is force, what is pressure. Okay, now think about it. Whenever we talk about anything, forget about this chapter for now. Good evening, Brinda, right? Brinda, you are logging with your brother's account, I guess. Okay, chalo. Now, the chapter that we are going to start today is force and pressure. Okay, now before talking about this chapter, let's think. Whenever we talk about physics, right? Let's talk about physics. So if I talk about physics, we talk about different topics. And now first such topic is motion, right? First such topic is motion. Now, have you ever thought that why any object is in motion? Tell me. बताओ. कभी सोचा है? Why any object is in motion?
No, sir.
No. Cricket खेलते हो? Cricket, badminton, football
Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
खेलते हो ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, everyone plays that. Now think about it. Think about it. Suppose you keep your bat like this and you don't move it, right? You don't move it. What will happen?
Defense, sir.
Right?
Sir, tension.
No. Right? The
Sir, we
ball
will not able to play.
Might be out.
first,
We will
Sir,
be out.
defense.
Sir, ball
Yeah.
will
Will be
not
out.
able to hit.
yeah. So whenever we talk about ball, right? Someone who do balling, he throws ball basically, right? Guys, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now
sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
No, sir. Now not audible.
Sir, not audible, sir.
Not audible. Now,
Sir, now audible. Audible.
Now audible.
okay. Right. So let's see what are the topics that we are going to study in this chapter first. Then we'll discuss about. Good evening, Santosh. Okay. Right. So let's see. So the chapter that we are going to cover or start today is force and pressure. Yes, Manita, you can take notes, right? But I'll send this. You can make notes afterwards, right? Focus on this. Okay, right? If you can write while teaching, it's best. Okay, otherwise you can write later also. It's fine. Okay. So let's see. If you talk about the topics that we are going to study in this chapter, I hope all of you can see this, right? So we are talking about the chapter which is force and pressure, right? And first we should know, okay, right? Rajat, I'll tell you, don't worry, you can make 100 pages, okay, or 200 page, one book, or 200 pages, two book, okay. So first is force. We will try to understand what is force, है ना? होता क्या है? That is the first thing that we have to study. Then we will talk about effect of forces. What are the effect of forces on the object, right? Then we'll talk about different type of forces, right? Then after that we talk about pressure, you know, because this chapter is force and pressure, right? Then we have different type of pressure. What is the reason for pressure? What is pressure exactly, right? How pressure is involved in our daily life, how pressure is exerted by liquid, gases, what is the meaning of atmospheric pressure, okay, and how our body adjusts the atmospheric pressure and all those things, okay. Now the first topic is force. Force. Okay. Now, whenever we talk about this force, what is the first question that should be answered? Tell me, what should be the first question that should be answered? Your answer should be, sir, what is force? Now, first question that should be answered is, what is force? What is force? Right? Yes or no? Ayana.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Now, whenever we talk about force, so we'll think about, right, our daily life. Okay, we'll think about our daily life. Now, when we play football, when we play badminton, when we play cricket, or when we play basketball, we pull or push something. Yes or no? Very basic thing. We pull or push something. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
About cricket, right? So what do? You push, and you push the ball, right? And in the same way, when you talk about basketball, you push the ball. Okay, clear? Now, when you talk about your door, okay, when you close the door or when you open the door, what do? You either push it or you pull it.
Pull it.
Yes? So can I say, okay, force is basically push and pull, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, sir.
So I can say, okay, what is force? Right? It is basically push or pull. If I have to write the keyword, right? Use push or pull.
Pull.
Or pull. Clear? Right? बहुत सिंपल तरीके से सोचेंगे, ठीक है? Now, ये तो हो गया, ठीक है सर, ये तो आपने बोल दिया push and pull, ये तो बहुत basic है, but how can I define it? How can I define it? So before that, let's talk about some terms. Whenever you push or pull something, what happens? For example, suppose we have a ball over here, right? We have a ball over here and we have a person.
It moves.
Okay, right? It is it is pushing this. What will happen? It will move, yes or
It will
no?
move.
Sir, the object
Yes,
makes
sir.
a movement.
Yes,
Sir, the object will move.
move.
Yes,
Exactly. Very good. So I can say, okay, sir, it was in rest first. It was in rest, and after pushing, it will move. It will be in motion. Ayana, tell me.
Yeah, sir.
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir.
Exactly. So I can say, okay, I can say this thing that, okay, sir, initially the speed, what was speed, guys? What was speed? Zero.
Sir,
Yes.
zero.
है ना? Seventh में याद है ना?
Zero.
क्या होता है?
by distance. Distance by
distance.
Right? Yes, very good. Distance by time, not time by distance. ठीक है? Right? Distance by time. Yes, very good, Shravya. Very good, Ragini. Okay.
D by T.
Yes, d by t. Now, if it is in motion, it will have some speed, right? Some speed. U will be something, some speed, right? Some value. है ना? U is just a representation of speed. ठीक है? So I can say, okay, zero से कुछ हो गया. So there's a term called as acceleration. Acceleration, right? हम लोग डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे, but अभी जान लो, acceleration is basically change in acceleration. I'll just tell you, right, what is acceleration in short. Okay, so acceleration, याद है कितने लोगों को याद है? Acceleration is what? Change in speed.
Sir, when we. Yes, sir.
Change
Change in speed.
speed, right? है ना? By time taken. By time taken. Okay, so think about it. यहाँ पे speed change कर रहा है कि नहीं? हाँ या ना? Think about it. If anything is in rest and if you are pushing it, the speed is changing, yes or no? Right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, and obviously some time would be taken. Makes sense, no? Some time would be taken. Obviously, it will not be instantaneous. Some time would be taken. So I can say, okay, sir, we will have acceleration over here. Yes or no? No.
sir.
Right? Okay. So I can say, okay, force is basically a push or pull on any object, right? Push or pull on any object, right? That is your what? That is your theoretical definition. Okay. But when you talk about physics, I hope all of you know that physics is closely associated with maths. है ना? Equations आते हैं, formula होता है ना? So think about it.
Yes, ma'am.
ये जो ऑब्जेक्ट है इसका कोई मास होगा कि नहीं होगा? थिंक अबाउट इट. मास होगा कि नहीं होगा?
Yes, sir, it will have.
Yes, sir.
So let's
Sir,
do,
yes, sir, it will come.
right? Let's do one small activity. Okay. Suppose I'm having a small chair, or I'm having a small box. I'm having a small box. Okay, right? And then again, I'm having a big box like this. Think about it. सोचो एक बार, सब कुछ सोचो. इसका mass suppose 1 kg, है ना? And इसका mass suppose 5 kg. Very small activity. Now, if some person is pushing this, and the second person is pushing this, right? Wait, guys, I'm muting everyone for now. Okay. So if you have to ask, please chat because it is creating disturbance.
Sir, your voice is not coming.
Sir, you're not audible.
Not audible.
Yes, sir, you're not audible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, because I muted myself, right? Wait, okay. I was muting everyone, so I muted myself also. Okay. Yes, right? So please mute yourself while teaching. Please mute yourself, okay? Because it creates disturbance. Okay. Now, my question is this guy, right? Suppose he's our guy. So he's Golu. And he's a guy, Bolu. Okay. Now, this Golu is moving this box, right? It is from rest and he moves from here to here. Okay, 1 kg, right? To a distance of suppose 1 meter. In the same way, he is also moving this by the same distance, suppose 1 meter. Okay, right? Now tell me, which of the two will have to apply more force?
Sir,
Golu or
Bolu.
Bolu?
Sir,
Bolu.
Bolu.
Sir.
Sir, 5 kg.
Anna, very good,
Bolu.
easy. You can say, okay, sir, since this is heavier, right? The force applied by, so I'll just say force applied by Golu is F1 and force applied by Golu is F2. I can say, sir, F2 will be greater than F1. Yes or no? F2 will be greater than F1. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So can I say, sir, this force is directly proportional to mass? हाँ या ना? Right? जितना भारी सामान होगा उतना ही force लगाना पड़ेगा ज़्यादा. Yes or no? So I can
Yes,
say,
sir.
Yes.
yes, sir.
easy, conceptually easy, understood? Okay, right? This is one case. Now suppose we have second case. Suppose I'll take second case. Now I'm having same 2 kg and this is also 2 kg. 2 kg. Okay. Now here, right? He's pushing this and this will move. Suppose this will move up to this distance. This is also 2 kg, right? And this distance is suppose 2 meter. Okay. And now we have this. This is Golu. And we have Bolu over here. And Bolu is also pushing. And Bolu will push till this point. This is again 4 meter. Okay. In the same time, time is same, right? Time is same. Right? Yes, Manyata, right? That is the theoretical definition. Theoretical definition is pull or push of any object. Okay, now tell me. So Golu is applying force F1, Golu is applying force F2. Now think about it. Which of the two forces will be more?
Sir,
F1?
Bolu.
F2.
Sir, Bolu.
4 meter, 4 meter distance.
Sir, Bolu.
Sir, Bolu.
Sir, Bolu, sir.
Yes,
Sir,
yes.
because he has to cover long distance, sir.
Okay,
Than
okay.
Bolu.
Yeah, okay. So I can say Golu will apply more force. F2 is greater than F1 in this case also. F2 is greater than F1. Okay, so I can say, sir, if it is covering more distance, means acceleration is more. Yes or no? Anna, speed
Yes,
jaldi
sir.
change hoga.
sir.
So I can say,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
it is directly proportional to acceleration also. Hi, Anna.
Yes, sir.
I put these two and clubbing, I'll say force is equal to mass into acceleration. This is the basic formula of force. So force is basically, when you talk about formula wise, right? Formula wise, it is the product means multiplication. Product of mass of any object into acceleration of any object. So I can say force force is equal to mass of any object, mass of object into acceleration of the object. Yes or no? Clear हो गया ये चीज? Tell me. Yes.
Sir.
Everyone is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. समझ में आया सबको? Easy?
Yeah, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
very
sir.
good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good, right? Very good, everyone. Now, I hope सबको basic चीज पता होगी. Physics last year हम लोगों ने थोड़ा बहुत पढ़ा भी था. New students, think about it. Whenever we talk about physics, right, or physical parameters, we talk about value, है ना? अब जाके तुम shop पे तुम जाते हो, right, and you go and you want to buy sugar, okay, right? You go and you want to buy sugar. What you say to shopkeeper? Tell me.
Sir, the amount
Sir,
or mass.
Can you give me?
sir, give 1 kg sugar.
1 kg. What is kg?
the mass.
Sir, mass.
Quantity.
Mass.
Quantity.
Mass.
Quantity. Quantity.
Mass.
Sir, it's
Quantity.
mass.
So mass,
Quantity.
the unit of mass. Now 1 kg is unit of mass, right? So mass unit is kg. Yes or no? Mass unit is kg. है ना?
Yes,
Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, whenever we talk about acceleration, what is acceleration? It is change in speed, right? Change in speed. Okay, basically it's change in velocity, but change in speed. And we know the speed unit is meter per second. Yes or no? Distance
Yes,
by
sir.
time.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Time. So by second. Agree. So acceleration is equal to change in speed or change in velocity by time. And this is basically what? Meter per second, right? Speed is what? Speed is equal to distance by time. है ना? We just said, right? है ना? And by time, by second. So can I say it is equal to meter per second square? हाँ या ना? Second into second will become second square.
Yeah, sir.
Sir.
Don't worry, Adarsh. Don't worry. I'm recording the class. Okay, so I'll send it. ठीक है?
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
I'll send the notes also. I'll send the recording also. No issues in that. ठीक है? So ध्यान दो. जहाँ से follow कर सकते हो वहाँ से follow करो. Okay. So I am saying that force. I'll just repeat in nutshell. So we studied what is force. Force is basically theoretically, right? Definition wise, it is push or pull on any object. है ना? It is push and pull on any object, right? Then we studied what is acceleration. Acceleration is basically change in speed. Actually, it is velocity. But we will not talk about what is velocity and speed now. Okay, we will discuss it in foundation class. Okay. My voice is breaking. Is it clear, guys?
It is
Tell me.
clear,
Sir,
sir.
it is
Sir,
clear.
it
It is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ठीक है. Brinda, I'm explaining once again. Don't worry. Okay. So I said acceleration is basically change in speed by time taken. Means if anything is in rest, if it is moving after applying some force, right? So speed will change. Yes or no? Initially, it was at rest. After some time, it will move. So speed will change, and the time that will be taken, right, is the time taken. So we gave one example, right? The example that we gave is, suppose I'm having this two-person, Golu and Golu, and Golu is pushing this 1 kg. I'll repeat again, everyone. Okay, I'm repeating again. And Golu is, see, Golu is pushing this 1 kg 1 kg object, and Golu is pushing 5 kg object. So I said, since it is heavier, in order to move to same distance, right, and same time, in same time is same, right? Time same. है ना? Golu will apply more force, right? Golu will apply more force. So I can say the force is directly proportional to mass. So force depends on mass. In the same way, if mass is same, right? Okay, here Golu is moving 2 meter, this object, and Golu will move 4 meter. Then I can say, right, speed is changing, right? Speed is changing, which means acceleration, right, is changing. So I can say in this case, force is directly proportional to acceleration, which is change in speed. Okay, right? So force is depending on two things, mass as well as acceleration. So I will club these two, I will club these two. I'll club this. Okay, wait. That is dark. Okay, I'll club this and this. Right? So I can say force is equal to mass into acceleration. So I define force of any object, sorry, force on any object is basically the mass of the object into acceleration of the object. हाँ या ना? अब समझ में आया सबको? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Very
sir.
good.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Very good. ठीक है? So this is clear. Okay, this is clear. Very good. Okay. Now, before going into any further concept, right? Let's try to write the unit. So unit was kg of mass, meter, and acceleration unit is meter per second square. So it is kg meter per second square, right? Second to the minus 2 is per second square. So this is a unit of force, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Ragini, it is not derived, right? Okay, because it is, okay, you're talking about the formula of force, because force is observed, it is observed, right? These are the observations. And kg is the unit, is the fundamental unit, right? That is basically told that this is the formula of mass, this is the formula of distance, right? Distance is written as meter, right? That is already, no? Yes?
Sir, how is it seconds minus seconds to the power minus 2?
1 by x square is equal to what? X to the power minus 2, na? Yes or no? This we have studied in last year, 7th. Ayana, tell me.
Yes, sir.
Right? Exponent and
Yes,
radical.
sir.
Got it? Hai na?
Yes, sir. Got it.
It is meter by second square. So meter by second square can be written as second to the power minus 2. Yes or no? Ayana.
Sir.
Got
Yes,
it?
sir.
Everyone got this?
Yes,
Right?
sir.
ठीक है, चलो. But this is big, na? This is big, right? It is big to write, big to remember. So that's why this whole term is said as, I'll just note it as Newton, right? N. Hai na? So instead of writing this big value, okay, instead of writing this big value, I will write as N, which is called as Newton. Hai na? It is basically given on the name of the scientist, Newton. So instead of saying kg meter per second square, I will say Newton. So unit of force is what? Newton, which is actually equal to kg meter per second square. Okay. This V is speed, na? Speed is equal to distance by time, right? Speed is equal to distance by time. Okay. Clear हो गया ये सबको? हाथ चलो. यहाँ तक सबको clear हो गया?
Yes, sir.
Sir. Sir.
अब देखो एक छोटा सा
Yeah, sir.
problem. Let's try to solve simple problem, right?
Sir.
Simple problem. Find the
Sir,
force.
V velocity, no, sir?
Yes, V velocity, but again, right, in your standard, you don't know the difference between velocity and speed, right? That's why we will study that in foundation class. Okay?
Sir.
Find
Sir,
the
there.
force.
Sir, can you scroll a little up, sir?
Yeah, I'll do. But first of all, let's solve this now. Force on
Okay, sir.
an object of mass 10 kg. Of mass 10 kg. If its speed change from 10 meter per second to 20 meter per second in 5 seconds. Okay, right? 5 seconds. Right? So try to solve it. So whenever you try to solve, right, write down the information first. Hai na? So write down the information first, everyone. So what is the first information? Mass. Mass is given. Yes or no? Tell me. What is mass, guys?
Sir,
10
Sir,
kg.
10 kg.
Sir,
10
10
kg.
Okay,
Sir,
right.
mass is equal to 10 kg.
Yes. Now, when you talk about acceleration is what? Change in speed. So change means
Sir,
what?
10 meter per second.
10 meter per second.
Right? So change is final speed minus initial speed by time. Huh? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
What is that? VF and VI, sir?
2. Sir, 20 minus 10 by 5, that is 2, sir.
Yes, very good. So it is 2 meter per second square. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Everyone
2
got
meters.
this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is VF and VI?
VF is final speed and initial speed. Na? When you talk about change, right? It is final minus initial, na? Right? Suppose you have 10 rupees right? Suppose you have 10 rupees in the morning, right? And somehow you got 50 rupees, right? In afternoon, you have 50 rupees. So what is the change? Tell me, what is the change?
Sir, 40.
40 rupees.
40 rupees.
40 rupees.
40 rupees.
40 rupees. Yes, right. So what you did? You did 50 minus 10. So it is final minus initial. Yes or no? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So change, if anyone will say the change, it is always final minus initial. Clear hai? Clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir. Clear.
what
10
formula?
into 2, 20.
Very good. Very good.
T is the force.
Very good. Very good, everyone. Right. So I'll just write the formula: mass into acceleration. Very good. So mass is 10 into acceleration is 2. So it is 20 Newton. You know, 20 Newton.
20.
Yes, sir. 20.
Easy?
20 and
20
Newton.
See, everyone got this? Hi, Anna.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
sir.
Very good, Aditya.
Yes, sir.
Very
Sir, got it.
Yes, sir.
good. Okay, so Harsh, Andish, Madhur, Rupa, Pooja, Arav, Adarsh,
Yes,
Akshit,
sir. I got it. Yes, sir.
ठीक है? Ragini, Nitya, Mridul.
Yes,
And
sir.
I think कि बहुत लोगों का account नहीं बना हुआ है because we have 40 students, right? But on LMS, okay, I can see only 30 something students, right?
Sir, should we message to co-host or host?
Message to host, right? Message to host. Acceleration, that is the definition, na, Shravya, the definition of acceleration. See, the definition of acceleration is this, right? Change in speed by time taken. That is the basic definition of acceleration. ठीक है? जैसे speed का definition होता है ना, change in distance by time. In the same way, this is the definition of acceleration. Got it? Everyone got this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second to the power minus, yes. So kg meter per second square minus 2, it is unit of force only. This is a unit of force only, right? And this only it is equal to Newton. Okay, 1 Newton. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right? Chalo, very good.
Yes, sir.
I'll we solve one more problem. Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One more problem.
Okay. Right? So old students as well as new students, right? LMS, if anyone have any issues, right? Yeah, login nahi
Sir,
hua,
sir.
message
My
me.
name is not there in LMS, sir.
Okay, Niketan, your mail is there now. I uploaded it. Nitya, message me. I'll check. Okay, message me on the WhatsApp. I'll check.
Sir, I am also trying to log in, but it's not login.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
दो
sir. It
mine
is not
also,
coming.
sir.
My
Oh,
name
good.
is not there.
ठीक है,
Sir,
ठीक है.
mine also.
हो गया. Next. Q. Question. Next question, right? Find the acceleration when the force is applied, the force of 50 Newton is applied on an object of mass 5 kg. Now I'm muting everyone. Please solve, right? Please solve by yourself. Do not say the answer. And message the chat box, right? Message the chat box. Solve and message in the chat box. Brinda, I'll check, Brinda. Don't worry. In 8th, yes, in 8th. Okay. I'll just check. First, see here. First, try solve this and then message me after the class. Okay, Santosh, message me after the class. Very good, Madhur. Very good. So Madhur gave the correct answer first. Yes, Manita. Right, you're messaging in co-host, right? Kg meter per second square. Yes, Rohit, correct. Siddharth, correct. Aditya correct, Ragini correct, Rajat correct, Mridul correct. Very good. See, you guys are so smart. What is the unit of acceleration? Tell me, Ragini. Unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Meter per second square, not meter per second. Harsh? Yes, but your answer is correct, right? Harsh, your answer is correct. Unit is meter per second square. Okay. ठीक है अमीशा सिद्धार्थ सिद्धार्थ समझ में आ रहा है सिद्धार्थ दिक्कत है तुमको कुछ नो अक्षित रोहित जर्नी क्लियर एवरीवन सॉल्व्ड इट यस रूपा अक्षित करेक्ट है ना चलो वेरी गुड सो we will start with the formula. Okay, we will start with the basic formula. Sir, formula is force is equal to mass into acceleration. Yes or no? So I can cross multiply. Acceleration will become what? Force by mass. Yes or no? Ayana. Right? Very good. Very good. So force is 50 by mass is 5 kg. So it is 10 meter per second square. है ना? क्लियर हो गया ये चीज सो आई गेस सबको फोर्स समझ में आ गया है सबको फोर्स समझ में आ गया यस पूर्वी करेक्ट ओके ठीक है वेरी गुड सो द फर्स्ट टॉपिक इज क्लियर द फर्स्ट टॉपिक व्हिच वाज फोर्स राइट इज क्लियर नाउ लेट्स सी व्हाट आर द इफेक्ट ऑफ फोर्सेस है ना वेरी गुड द थ्री वेरी गुड करेक्ट इट इज 10 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर ठीक है ना ओके वेरी गुड So next concept is effect of forces. Effect of force. Now think about it. Let's try to think. Let's try to yes Kishore correct. It is 10 meter per second square. ठीक है? अब think about it. Whenever we play football, right? What happens? Tell me. क्या होता है? Kick मारते हैं, है ना? Kick मारने से क्या होता है? Wait, I'll unmute yourself now. I'll unmute now. ठीक है? चलो.
सर वो आगे जाता है
फोर्स अप्लाई होता है और वो आगे जाता है
It is applied.
तो वो आगे जाता है
सर बिकॉज ऑफ
सर बॉल का पोजीशन चेंज होता है
It does movement.
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, it will be.
Sir, you are not audible.
Sir, you are muted.
I muted myself. Okay, right? So first, it changes its speed, yes or no?
Yes,
Speed,
sir.
Yes, sir.
है ना?
Sir,
Right?
it changes its position also.
Yes, position means ना, है कि नहीं रूपा? So I can say, what is the meaning of this? It changes speed means, right?
सर it accelerates
Yes. So I'll just write down. ठीक है? Changes speed means obviously accelerates, right? So it moves object.
Sir, your voice.
Sir, your voice is echoing.
Sir,
yes it is echoing sir
Sir, your voice is echoing, sir.
Okay, right? So when I unmute anyone and someone put two devices on, then the voice will echo, right? That's why I muted everyone. Okay, so now it is fine, na? Message. Now message. Okay. So it moves object from rest, right? Or make object to come to rest. है ना? So it changes speed. Okay, right? Second, tell me, what else happens? Message, what else happens? So it makes moving object, right, to stop, or it makes the object in rest to move. It changes position. Mridul, changes position is same, na? Changes position is same, right? It changes direction, है ना? Badminton, basketball, right? Anything, it changes direction. Yes or no? हाँ है ना? फुटबॉल खेलते हैं तो किक मारते हैं, right? Ball moves from one place to another place, right? है ना? Clear, right? Yes. ठीक है. Now what else? What else? How many of you played with this SpongeBob? Tell me. कितने लोगों ने SpongeBob से खेला है? Okay, sorry, screen sharing is ended. Wait, ठीक है, चलो. है ना? Right? Okay. Yes, Sunana, correct, right? So I can say if you talk about SpongeBob, right? I don't have any SpongeBob over here. Okay, so I'll just take what? I'll just take. Okay, I don't have anything to take. Okay, right? Yes. So SpongeBob shape is changed. Yes or no? Yes, very good. Shape is changed. Correct. है ना? Very good. Yes, very good, Rohit. Rohit is showing SpongeBob, right? Very good. Press Rohit. Press that SpongeBob. What happens? See? Yes, the shape is changed, na? Right? So when Rohit is pressing it, the shape is changed. So Rohit is applying force. Very good, Rohit. है ना? So I can say it changes the shape also. It changes the shape of the object. Very good. Shape of an object. Clear? Okay. So in a nutshell, can I say Sunana has written this, right? That a force acting on an object causes the object to change its shape or size, right? To start moving, to stop moving, or to accelerate or decelerate, right? Anna. So everything is covered, yes or no? है कि नहीं? Clear? Right? So actually the first point is written in 4 points. And a first point you can write in 4 points, right? It changes the speed, it makes the object in rest to move, it makes the object which is moving to come to rest, or it accelerates the object, right? So first point can be written is 4 points. But again, the concept, whenever we talk about concept, it is basically 3 things. Change the, tell me, speed, change the direction, change the shape and size, right? Shape and size. So I can just write 4 as it changes the size of the object. Changes the size of the object. Size of an object. ठीक है? Right? है ना? Clear? Yes, Aditya, I'll send the notes. No issues. ठीक है? No issues over there. I'll send it. ठीक है? चलो. Clear हो गया? Everyone clear? Yes, Sunana, that we will cover in next part. Okay, okay, right? So these are the effective forces. Very simple, very basic, intuitive. Rajat, have you played football? Tell me, have you played football? Right? So ball moves in only one direction. Kya? Tell me, Rajat. When you kick in different direction, the ball changes its direction. Yes or no? Right? So obviously, ball changes direction when you apply force in different direction. So force, actually force is depending on direction also. है ना? तो हम लोग फाउंडेशन पढ़ेंगे कि direction कैसे affect करता है force को. There are different type of physical quantities, right? Basically, we call them as scalar quantities and vector quantities. तो वो बाद में देखेंगे. ठीक है? Right? But I guess ये सबको समझ में आया? Okay, ठीक है, very good, right? Now, I'm not audible, guys. Am I audible? I'm audible, right? Brinda, your net might be having some issues because I'm audible. Everyone can hear me, right? Yes, I'm audible, right? Chalo, ठीक है, very good. Now, the next is the next topic. So, effect of forces is very theoretical, right? We can feel it basically. We can see around us, है ना? Now, next is type of forces. Type of forces. Type of forces. Okay, now there are very different type of forces depending on values, depending on type, depending on origin. So I can say, okay, right, first depending on origin, we can have different type of forces. Then depending on values, we can have different type of forces. So first we will say depending on values, right? On values. So depending on values, we have 2 types. Okay, what are the 2 types? Right, balanced and unbalanced. Unbalanced. Hana, right? Now think about it. Everyone is sitting over there. Yes, Kishore, magnetic force is a type of force. We'll discuss that. That is the origin, right? That is based depending on origin of the force. Hana? So we'll discuss that also because that's a very long list, very long list. So how many of you can say what's the meaning of balanced force? Think about it. If I'm sitting on this chair, right? If I'm sitting on this chair, right? Hana? So am I falling down? Tell me, am I falling down? No. So it means net force on me is, tell me, net force on me is 0. Yes or no? Anna. So I can say all the forces that is acting on me will become 0. Yes or no? So I can say we will discuss this in detail, right? Afterwards, we'll discuss this in detail. But just for understanding, I can say, sir, balanced force is a force in which net means all the forces acting on an object is 0. Right? If the net force means sum of all the forces acting on an object is 0, then it is your, right? No, not equal area, right? Not equal area. It is different. I'll tell you. Don't worry about that. Okay. So balanced force, you just think about this now. Okay. Pragati, don't worry. Okay. I'll explain this in detail, right? Abhi main bas ye bata raha hu. Net force means all the forces. For example, see, first we need to know now what are the different type of force, right? So we will discuss it after that. But abhi ke liye just remember that all the forces, sum of all the forces is F net. F net is sum of all the forces, hai na? Right? If someone is pushing from this side and this side and this side and this side. So if you add all these forces, right, then the total is your net. Okay? And it should be 0 in case of balanced, right? And in unbalanced, F net is not equal to 0. So we will discuss this in detail. Don't worry about this. Okay? Pragati, ye samajh mein aaya? Tell me, everyone. Niketan, Yukti, Tanmay, Soumya. ठीक है चलो okay anyways we will discuss this in detail हम लोग पूरा डिटेल में इसको पढ़ेंगे okay right that's why मृदुल okay एग्जांपल देने के लिए तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए कि कौन-कौन से फोर्सेस हैं right ठीक है right yes Sunena so we will see right I will discuss this again in detail after knowing the different type of forces ठीक है right it is just an introduction ठीक है now B is on the basis of origin. On the basis of origin. So on the basis of origin, there are different type of forces, right? And different type of forces. So I'll just name few of them. ठीक है? Right? पूर्वी अभी से यहाँ से follow कर लो. ठीक है? No issues. I'll just repeat everything once again. But अभी यहाँ से follow कर लो. So on the basis of origin, the forces are of different type. Okay. So let's name it. Let's see how many type of force you know. I guess all of you know gravitational force. Right? Then you know muscular force. ठीक है? Right? Then frictional force. Right? Then magnetic force. Okay. Okay, then tell me everyone. Let's think. Electrical force, right? If you're talking about magnetic, we have electrical force also, na? So it is called as electrostatic, but I'm just writing it as electrical force. Right? It is actually electrostatic. Okay? But I'm just writing as electrical for simplicity. Next, tell me next. और कुछ आ रहा है याद दिमाग में? Electrostatic is electrical only. Electromagnetic again, electric plus magnetic is electromagnetic. Wind force, no, not wind force. Okay, that is something else. That is drag. Okay, so I'll write down the very common forces. Tension. I'll explain everything. I will explain everything, each and every force. Don't worry. Tension. Okay. Then we have a force called normal. Normal force. So these are the forces that we'll be talking about. Tension force. Okay. Air force, no Rupa. Air resistance. Air resistance is called as drag force. Okay. Right? Or that we will discuss. Okay. In pressure. Okay. Right. Then spring force. Spring force. And then as some of you saying, it is drag force, right? Drag. When you talk about air, liquid, any fluid, right? It is drag force, right? Water force is also drag force, right? It is resistance. It is actually a kind of friction only. Okay? It is resistance by any fluid, Fluid means air or water. Okay? Any thing that can flow is your fluid. Okay? So these are basically the forces that we will talk about. The most important of these, right? The most important of them are tension, normal, right? Friction, okay, and muscular. So these are the very basic one, okay. Now think about it. If I'm asking now, can I say, sir, in gravitational force, even if two objects are not touching each other, still force is acting? Yes or no? Hayana. Think about it. Yes or no? Right? Yes. Same with electrical force. In electrical force also, charges are not touching each other. Still the force will be there. Right? Magnetic field, magnetic force also. Two magnets, if you keep two magnets at some distance, even though they're not touching each other, there will be a force. Yes or no? Right? But when you talk about muscular force, tension, normal, spring, you have to touch the object. Hai na? Right? So can I say, okay, sir, I can just categorize these forces in two types? Yes or no? What are the two types? I can say either it is a contact force, है ना? So contact force are basically force which is applied when two objects touch each other, right? Or in contact. Yes or no? हाँ या ना? As the name suggests, no, contact force means जो contact में होगा. Clear है? Right? So example of these contact force, tell me, ऊपर में जो लिखा हुआ है, example में क्या क्या हो जाएगा? Sir, muscular force, right? Actually muscular force कुछ होता नहीं है, but still, right? In class 8 you guys have to study something like this. Okay. Then we have frictional force. We will discuss about frictional force, by the way. Then we have tension. We will discuss about tension also. Then we have normal, right? These all are contact forces, right? Spring force, right? These all are contact force. No, Brinda, electrostatic force is not a contact force. Electrostatic is a non-contact, no, right? The charges, right? They're not touching each other. Hai. Okay. So the second is non-contact. Non-contact force, right? So it is what? In which, right, force which is applied without, sorry, I've written wrong. Without object being in contact. Yes or no? So the example of these forces are, yes, very good, right? As we said, electrostatic force, है ना? Then magnetic force, yes, exactly, magnetic force. Then gravitational force. So these all are non-contact force. ठीक है? Normal force no धात्री, normal force is a contact force. ठीक है? Okay, so ये समझ में आया सबको, यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया? हाँ चलो. Drag force is also contact force, Kishore, because air or liquid is in contact with, na, so drag force is also contact force. Drag force is also contact force. ठीक है? Drag force is a contact force. See, drag force is also a kind of frictional force only, by the way. Drag force is a kind of frictional force only. ठीक है? Okay, okay, Dhatri, no issues. ठीक है, चलो. तो यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया? Tell me, यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आया? Yes or no? I'll explain, Mridul. I'll explain what is tension force. We'll see each and every type of forces now. But tell me first, all of you clear your concept till this point? Okay, very good. So if the concept is clear, then let's play one small Kahoot. Okay, right? So we'll play a small Kahoot. Okay, to check if you guys understood the concept or not. है ना? Let's see. Yes, yes, Brinda, because it gets charged now when you form, right? When you form, na, then the charge get transferred, right? हम लोग पढ़ेंगे, chapter है हमारा, है ना? So just give me a minute, guys. Okay, 30 students are joined. I'll start. Everyone, please join. Okay, those who are having network issue, please message the chat box. Kahoot.it, Soumya, Kahoot.it. I have written in the chat box. Okay, Kahoot.it. Okay, Kahoot.it. Okay, chalo. If anyone who is not able to join due to internet issues, please try to join. Okay, right? And message the chat box in the meantime. So let's start, guys. So this is based on the effect of forces, right? And this Kahoot is based on effect of forces. So Rita picked a stick and kept it in her bag, right? What kind of, tell me, what kind of change is observed here? Easy, very easy, super easy. Let's see, I hope everyone will give correct answers. Eight seconds, guys, fast. 8 seconds, 6 seconds. That's the chat box. I got only 2 answers in the chat box. Okay, Brinda gave correct answer. Only Brinda. Now, how you guys made this mistake? Okay, let's see. The question was, see, if she picked and kept in her bag and moved, it will be change in position, na? Change in position, right? How the shape is changed, right? Neither the shape, nor the size, nor. Okay, got it? Okay, clear. Let's see who is in first position. Kishore is in first position. Okay. Next, a force in opposite direction can slow down a body or stop it completely. True or false? A force in opposite direction. Think about it, guys. Think about it. Force in opposite direction. Yes, correct. Very good. 27 students have gave the correct answer. It will slow down. No, think about it, right? Yes or no? Right? If suppose someone is running in front of you and you're stopping him in opposite direction, so obviously he will stop now. Hai ki nahi? Right? So the answer is true. There's a huge change in the scoreboard. Tanmay in the first position. So except Kishore, everyone got changed. Okay. Next. It is multi-select, right? Multi-select. The fielder catches a moving ball in cricket to stop it. Here the force is acting on. Think about it. Multiple select, multiple select. More marks to be given here. No others, it is a quiz, no, right? Then people will start saying the answer. No issues, others, no issues. You can select second also. Okay, so yes, it will be on ball as well as fielder, hai na? Because the fielder is catching it, right? So ball is applying force. Ball is applying force on the fielder, hai na? Yes or no? Ball is applying force on fielder. Applying on fielder, and fielder is applying force on ball. Yes or no? Okay? Clear? Everyone clear? Just raise your hand. Just raise your hand. Okay? Now again, Kishore in first position, Harsha second position. No issues, others. Message the chat box then. You can message in the chat box. Okay, others? Message in the chat box. Yes, Rita making chapatis, no? You have seen your mom making chapati, right? If a football is kicked, the direction is changed, no? Think about it, right? Yes, Brenda. अगर फुटबॉल को तुम किक करोगे तो क्या होगा? डायरेक्शन चेंज होगा ना? Yes or no? Think about it. If you kick the football, the direction will change, right? Others, the question is, right? Here, see. Give it. If Rita, okay, the question is, this could be an example of change in shape due to the application of force. Out of these activities, out of these 4 activities, in which case, okay, because of net, no issues, no issues, no issues, right? I'll explain it, right? And the main concept सीखना है, ठीक है? Yes, Sunaina, okay, right? Those who are having net issues, just stick to Zoom, okay, and message the chat box, okay? So this is clear. The next, so this is the last question of this Kahoot. Message the chat box, guys. Those who can't message the chat, this Kahoot, message chat box. Okay, most of people were wrong in this, right? Now let's see. सोचो एक बार, right? Suppose यहाँ से एक दोस्त तक मारा, ये इधर लगा रहा है फोर्स 6 न्यूटन का, और यहाँ से एक लगा रहा है 10 न्यूटन का. So डोंट यू थिंक कॉमन सेंस है ना, किस डायरेक्शन में ज्यादा फोर्स मूव कर रहा है? वेरी गुड आदर्श, किस डायरेक्शन में फोर्स विल बी मोर, इन विच डायरेक्शन, लेफ्ट और राइट? Left na. So if force is more in left direction, if force is more in left direction, the object will move in which direction? Tell me. Left. So अब बताओ, अगर मैं तुमसे पूछूं what is F net? F net. So अब तुम बताओगे यहाँ पे, sir F net is equal to 10 minus 6 in left direction. Yes or no? अब समझ में आया F net का मतलब? Yes or no? Tell me. Everyone is getting this, right? So F net is equal to what? F net is equal to 4 Newton. In which direction? In left direction. So tell me, this is a balanced force or unbalanced force? अब बताओ, ये balanced है कि unbalanced है? Is this a balanced one or unbalanced one? Unbalanced. Yes, very good. Zero नहीं है ना? अब समझ में आया सबको? See, now everyone got the example of that. Yes or no? Very good, Harsha. Brinda, Santosh, Siddharth. Very good. ठीक है, और हम लोग देखेंगे, but I guess ये क्वेश्चन वो कॉन्सेप्ट क्लियर कर दिया है ना, right? Each and every concept is getting cleared by this. Okay, चलो, so let's see the podium. Rishika third, very good Rishika. Second Shravya, very good. Aditya first, right? Very good Aditya. Kishore, where is Kishore? Fourth Siddharth, fifth Harsha. Okay, very good, right? Okay, so I guess everyone got this concept cleared. हाँ या ना? Concept clear हो गया सबका? Right? Back to me. ठीक है, अभी कुछ टॉपिक कंप्लीट करने उधर आदर्श, राइट? ठीक है, चलो, now we will talk about all the forces एक एक करके, ठीक है, right? Then we will talk about contact and non contact force in detail. Very good Aditya, very good Sricharan. ठीक है, चलो, so let's talk about individual forces first. ठीक है, so सबसे पहले हम लोगों ने क्या लिखा था? फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे, बिकॉज फ्रिक्शनल फोर्स काफी अच्छा कॉन्सेप्ट है. Let's talk about tension first. Tension. सर कितना टेंशन है सर, राइट? पढ़ना पड़ता है, होमवर्क करना पड़ता है, अभी जाके खेल रहे होते हैं, आप क्लास ले रहे हो, राइट? So much tension is there. So is it that tension? Tell me, is it that tension? Shishan is like, सर अभी खेलने जाते सर, राइट? आप बैठ के पढ़ा रहे हो, टेंशन है सर. No, right? No, it is not that tension. Okay, it is not that tension, right? So tension is a kind of force. Tension is a kind of force which is due to the rope, रस्सी, है ना? अब देखो, अगर think about it, right? Think about it. Okay. Tell me, you think tension, others? So I'll unmute, right? I'll unmute. Tell me, what is tension?
Sir, stress in Commonwealth.
Sir, can I, sir?
Stress in? Okay, that's some.
Sir, no, sir. Sir, in my badminton racket, sir.
Yes, in badminton racket, yes, in badminton racket. So I can say it is a force due to rope. Yes,
sir.
Force
Sir,
due
the
to
pull and stretch, sir.
okay, right? It is force due to the elongation or just due to the rope. Not elongation, just due to the rope. Right? Wait, where's my pen? Okay, here's my pen. So suppose I'm having a rope like this, right? I'm having a rope and an object is attached to it. Think about it, है ना? Now, if it is attached, now tell me, what are the forces that is acting on this object? Tell me. Anyone tell me?
Sir, gravitational
Gravitational force.
Very good.
Sir,
Gravitational
the tension force.
Gravitational force.
Wes.
Gravitational.
Sir,
Gravitational force.
But is
Sir,
it
by the rope. Sir,
Is
the
it-
force by rope.
sir, tension force
yes, very good. And tension force
is
is
transmitted through a rope, string, or wire, sir.
yes, exactly, right?
When
So I
pulled
can
by
say-
opposite side.
string.
yes. So here I'm just talking about rope. Okay. So I can say in this object, we have two forces. One mg, which is gravitational force. The formula of gravitational force is mg, na? G is acceleration due to gravity. G is acceleration due to gravity. Due to gravity. And in upward direction, we have tension force, hai na? Which is due to the rope. Yes or no? Now think about it. Will this object fall down? Will this object fall down?
No.
Yes or no?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Sir, if the rope is very thin, then it can fall.
No, it is not breaking. It is strong rope, right? It is strong rope. Okay, it is not breaking.
Then it will not fall. Not
Okay,
fall.
that's all. So, don't you think, sir, tension and mg are in opposite direction? Hi, Anna. Tension and
Yes,
mg.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, can I say tension?
Sir,
is
mark the
mg?
object into gravitational force.
Yes, tension is equal to mg. Can I say tension and mg are equal?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sir, it's like a balanced force.
Yes, tension is equal to mg is equal to 0. Yes or no? If I take to this side, right?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
can I say, sir, F
Yes,
is
sir.
equal to hi, Anna.
So is it tension minus mg or tension is equal to mg?
See, again, right? Tension is equal to mg. So, if you take mg that side, what will happen?
So minus.
mg
Sir,
is
minus.
gravity, na? mg is gravitational force, na? It is gravitational force.
Okay, sir.
ठीक है ना? So I can write the definition. Tension is the force. It is a force applied on any object right due to any rope or wire when it is attached to it. When it is attached to it. क्लियर हो गया सबको? ये हाथ चालू, सबको ये क्लियर हो गया? हाथ चालू. ठीक है, वेरी गुड अक्षय, सिद्धार्थ, सबको समझ में आ रहा है ना? ठीक है. See how things are, right? Even though it seems so easy, right? There are lots of concepts in things which is around us. हम लोगों को तो already पता है ना? हाँ है ना? Tell me, right? We already know this. For example, think about it. Suppose this is your object, right? This is your object, है ना? ये object है. और ये क्या है? This is your rope. Okay, think about it. So this object is attached to this rope, है ना? So this object is experiencing a tension force due to this rope, and this object is having, tell me, gravitational force which is downward direction, which is in downward direction. Clear? Okay. Now, yes, everyone needs to write the notes in your notebook. I will share this. You have to understand it once, revise it, then write it in your own notebook. Okay. Okay.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you explain it once again, sir?
What?
Sir, T minus mg 0.
Okay. So who is asking?
Sir, Rohit.
Okay, Rohit. Okay. See, Rohit, here tension and mg are in opposite direction, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So this object is not falling down. Makes sense?
Yes, sir.
So can I say, sir, tension force is equal to mg force? Because they are equal and opposite, na? If someone is pulling from this side and if someone is pulling from this side, if it is not moving, then both the forces are equal, yes or no?
Sir, yes, sir.
So that's why tension is equal to mg. This tension is equal to mg.
Sir, mg means gravitational, sir. No, sir.
Yes, mg means gravitational force. I've written over here, mg is gravitational force, right? Force due to gravity. Okay. So if you take this mg to this side, it will be tension minus mg, which is total force. Total force is 0. Definitely 0. Here it is balanced force, right?
Yes, sir.
Balanced.
Thank you.
Okay. Clear?
Sir, means
Tension.
T minus mg is equal to 0. They both are equal.
Yes, both are equal, na? That's what I'm saying, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then,
Thank you, sir.
okay, the next is normal force. Normal. What is the meaning of normal, guys? What is the meaning of normal?
Sir,
English
normal means normal, sir.
normal is normal. Okay, so there's again, right? There are different meanings. Normal in maths, it is also called as perpendicular.
Sir, yes, sir.
So normal force, I'll just write the definition first. So it is a perpendicular force. It is perpendicular force, right? Okay. When an object is kept on any surface, is kept on any surface. Now think about it, right? I hope all of you have table, bed in your home. You guys are sitting on that. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose I'm having a book on this table, right? This is a book on this table. Okay, right? I'm having a book on this table. Now tell me, on this book, is this book falling down? Tell me, is this
No,
book
sir.
No, sir.
No,
It's
sir.
not
falling down.
No,
Not-
sir, it will not fall down.
if you talk about the forces, can I say, sir, on this book, there's a downward force. Suppose there's a book, right? This is a book. There's a downward force, which is mg. Yes or no? Because anything
Yes,
is
sir.
Yes,
heavy
sir.
mg,
Yes, sir.
right? But still, it's not falling down. Why?
Sir, because it is on a table, sir.
Sir,
So what-
because the tape.
Sir, the equal amount of force is applied on the book by table in opposite direction.
Exactly. Very good. Very good. So I can say the equal and opposite force is applied by the table on the book. हाँ या ना?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
What is this
Sir.
force called? Tell me, what is this force called? कभी सोचा
Sir,
है?
normal force.
Exactly. This is
Sir, normal force.
Normal force.
right.
Sir means
You guys knew this, but you guys didn't know that this force is called as normal force. Clear here, right? For
Yes,
example,
sir.
if I'm sitting on the table, this chair. So chair is applying a normal force on me in upward direction. Yes or no? Right?
yes, sir.
Yes,
And
sir.
left on the table. So table is applying normal force on the. Tell me. Laptop. Clear?
Sir,
Suppose,
yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It is applying a equal force on the laptop.
yes. So can I say here also normal is equal to mg?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So can I
Yes,
say
sir.
that
Yes,
normal
The
is
normal minus mg is equal to 0.
so here
Equal
also
to 0.
0?
Is equal to
Sir, it is a balanced.
Sir, balanced force.
Very good. It is also balanced. Clear? Everyone is clear?
Sir,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, very good.
Sir.
Now, next concept, which is very interesting, very conceptual. Now, think about it. Think about it. There's a in this we have a whole chapter. Okay, whole chapter, right? Friction force.
Yes, sir. The next chapter.
Sir,
Right?
sir, can I give one example, sir?
Yes, tell me.
Sir, when we fire, sir, for example, when we rub two stones, sir, on that friction only fire will light up, sir.
Yes, right. The friction will convert into right fire. Okay, that is the frictional force, the energy. Okay, but what is a frictional force? Think about it. Socho, what is the reason behind frictional force? Anyone? सोचा है कभी?
Sir, when two objects react, the new object is formed.
No. This is not chemistry, no. This is not chemistry, right? Rubbing force. But again, why this friction is there? Friction is basically a resistance, right? Friction force basically.
Force is created due to friction. It is called frictional force.
No, it is an opposing force. It is opposing force.
Sir, these four, sir, they are mainly affected surface texture, sir. Texture.
Yes,
Sir,
exactly.
And the amount of force.
Said when two objects contact each other.
Okay, right. So I'll just write it down. ठीक है? So अभी मत कुछ बोलो. अभी हम लोग सोचते हैं. ठीक है? अभी मैं बता रहा हूँ. So it is opposing force. So I can say friction force is a force. It is a force. Okay, right? And it opposes the tendency of motion. The tendency of motion of any object right when the object is in contact with any surface. When on contact with any surface. Okay. Now why this happens? Now think about it. कुछ सोचते हैं हम लोग. First of all कुछ सोचते हैं. ठीक है? When you talk about surface, right? When you talk about surface, do you really think that surface is smooth like this? बताओ. क्या surface smooth होता है?
No, sir.
Oh, sir, it's
it can be rough also.
Exactly. Surface is not smooth. Surface is like this, right? Surface is like this. If you think about, if you see microscopically, surface like this. Yes or no? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir, it is rough.
yes. And when you talk about some other object surface would be like this, something like this. Right? This is some object, surface of the object.
yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, I'm just showing you the surface of the object. Now suppose if you have to move this. Now these are small, right? Edges, hai na? So think about it. Don't you think that in order to move this, right? This edges, small edges, right? Will offer resistance, रोकेगा, oppose करेगा, हाँ या ना? मुश्किल होगा जिसको आगे जाने में.
Yes, sir.
Right? So
Yes,
this surface.
Sir, like a speed breaker.
What?
Sir, it is like a speed breaker.
Yes, exactly, like a street breaker, है ना? Like a street breaker. So it will apply a force on this object, हाँ या ना?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes,
Suppose
sir.
this object is moving in this direction. Suppose this is moving in this direction. Now friction will be in which direction? Tell me, friction will be in which direction?
Sir, this direction.
Opposite direction, right?
Opposite direction.
Yes, sir. Opposite.
Right direction.
Right, very good.
Direction.
The opposite.
Anyone have any doubt in this?
No, sir.
No, sir, no doubt.
No,
sir, no doubt.
So we will discuss this in detail in next chapter, friction. ठीक है? But अभी समझ में आया कि friction होता क्या है?
Yes,
हाँ sir.
ठीक है, चलो.
Sir.
Okay, very good. So we discussed what? We discussed this, है ना? We discussed force, effect of force, type of force. Clear है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes sir.
First, we discussed contact forces, right? We discussed contact forces. Now, there's one more contact force, which is spring force. Spring force. So I guess everyone have played with spring. सबने खेला है spring के साथ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ah, sir.
Yes, very good. So when you talk about spring, right? Let's think about spring. Right? What do you think? If you pull the spring, what will happen?
Sir, it will
Sir, it will
expand.
stretch. Sir, it will expand.
Try to, it
Or it will stretch.
to contract, no? It will try to pull you back. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, it is spongy.
Now think about it.
Will expand and then contract.
Yes. So if you pull it more, if you stretch it more, it will it will try to pull you back more. Yes or no? हाँ या ना? सोचो.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So can I say,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
this spring will apply more
Yes,
force.
sir.
More force, right? If you stretch it more, if stretches more, if you stretch more, हाँ या ना?
yes, sir.
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? So can I, or when you are stretching it in this direction, the spring will try to pull in which direction?
Sir, opposite.
Sir, opposite direction.
Sir, upward.
Stretch it down, it will go up.
Sir,
Sir, upwards.
Yes. So this is stretch and this is the spring force, right? Spring will try to pull in upward direction.
Sir, yes, sir. Sir means
Yes.
sir, spring is attached to a
Object.
object, sir.
Uh-huh.
Sir, if we pull it, sir,
Yes.
it will go in.
Yeah. So for now, I'm not worrying about this. I'm just saying if I'm stretching it in this direction, the spring will pull in this direction, right? So I can say, so,
is equal to spring force.
so what is spring force? I want to find the value of spring force now. So I can say spring force is directly proportional to stretching. हाँ या ना? Yes or no?
Yes,
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why this negative sign? Why this negative sign?
N.
Sir, because it is in the opposite direction.
Very good, because it is in opposite direction. Because see,
Yes, sir.
stretching is done in this direction, but spring force is in opposite direction. That's why it is
Opposite
negative. Okay, है ना? Clear? यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आ रहा है?
हाँ, sir.
Yes,
Everyone is
sir.
getting it? Everyone? कोई doubt है किसी को?
No doubt, sir.
no doubt, sir.
No doubt, sir.
No doubt,
Sir, spring
No doubt,
force
sir.
balanced force है कि unbalanced force है?
नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूँ, ठीक है? Right? बता रहा हूँ मैं. So this is a proportionality ना, तो if you remove it, so I'll say if I'm removing it, है ना? So I put a constant, right? एक value put करता हूँ मैं constant, which is called as k. So it is kx. ठीक है? K is a constant. K is spring constant. Spring constant मतलब एक fixed value है, ठीक है? Right? Right? So खुद सोचो, हम लोगों ने कभी-कभी देखा है कि अगर ऑब्जेक्ट लटका दोगे तो ये एक्सपैंड करेगा, हाँ या ना? एक्सपैंड करेगा?
हाँ, sir. करेगा, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes,
sir.
एक point पे आपको रुक जाएगा. At one point it will stop. Yes or no?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose this is the natural length. This is natural length of the spring, right? But if the object is kept, it will stretch up to this length. Yes or no?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
This is
Sir,
the
yes, sir.
stretching. ठीक है? So
Sir,
can
it
I?
is like a rubber.
Yes. So can I say, sir, in this case, the downward force will be mg and the upward force will be kx. हाँ या ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
sir.
Right? So spring force is basically, right, force applied by the spring by the spring when it is either expanded or contracted. Either expanded or contracted. ठीक है? समझ में आया सबको? हाँ या ना?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, हाँ,
Yes,
sir. समझ आ
sir.
गया.
Kx is equal to mg. ठीक है? That's it. खत्म. ठीक है? So this is spring force. You can write F spring also.
So can you scroll up a little bit?
Okay, I'll scroll up. So everyone got this concept? यहाँ तक सबको समझ में आ गया?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हाँ sir, समझ में आ गया.
Siddharth, X is stretching ना, X is the stretching of the spring, है ना? X is the extension of the spring.
Okay, sir.
Kn mg इक्वल कैसे होता है? एक्सपेंड होता है ना सर, वो वापस फोर्स कैसे ऊपर जाएगा सर अगर वो वेट वाला ऑब्जेक्ट?
सी अगेन राइट, तुम लोग स्प्रिंग देखोगे ना, स्प्रिंग में इमेजिन करो तो क्या होता है, जब तुम ऑब्जेक्ट लगा लोगे तो स्प्रिंग इलोंगेट करेगा, लंबा हो जाएगा ना।
हाँ सर।
बट एक पॉइंट पे आके वो रुक जाएगा।
हाँ सर।
तो जितना वो लंबा होगा, जितना स्ट्रेच करेगा, दैट इज द एक्सपेंशन, दिस इज द एक्सपेंशन। यस और नो?
सर लेकिन वो ऊपर वापस नहीं जाएगा ना सर?
नहीं जाएगा ना, that's why it is balanced, right? That is why it is balanced ना, it is balanced ना, it will not go up, right?
हाँ सर।
है ना, that is why it is balanced. It is also balanced force ना, it will be not moving because this mg and this kx will be balancing each other. ठीक है?
हाँ सर। हाँ सर।
Okay, sir.
Sir, because both are equal.
Yes, both are equal. ठीक है? ये हो गया। So contact forces, we are done, right? We are done with the contact forces. Agree?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, चलो, very good. So आज हमने क्या क्या सीखा? Tell me, आज हमने क्या क्या सीखा?
Sir, force, effects of force, types of force.
Sir, we have learned types of force, effects of force.
And tension force, normal force, friction force,
Yeah.
and
Sir,
spring
what
force.
is force we have learned?
Tension force.
So, and effects of force also.
Okay, very good. So those who didn't get the modules,